Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you guys in good health. I am fine and Kisumu is terrific. Maybe you could let me know where you are watching the video from. Maybe the county if you are in Kenya, or the country if you are outside the country. Raila Odinga today convened an urgent meeting with his close allies at the residence of Ndugu Francis Atwoli. That meeting, in my view, is significant politically speaking for several reasons. Number one, that meeting is coming at a time when President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga had appointed Raphael Tuju as the executive director of Azimio Secretariat. Previously, we used to have Raila Odinga Secretariat. So it's significant because Raphael Tuju attended this meeting in his capacity as the executive director of the Azimio Secretariat. Number two, it's also significant because it's coming at a time when Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka had actually agreed to join Raila Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta. And Raila Odinga and Kalonzo Musyoka had started going out together, and Raila Odinga just came from Ukambani. So the meeting is significant. So in this video, I want us to look at the objective of this particular meeting, because I've looked at the people who attended this meeting and I'm coming to the conclusion that these individuals are actually close allies of President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, who are present at this meeting. There is James Orengo. Why do you think James Orengo was present? Probably to give a brief of the Azimio deed, which was filed at the registrar of political parties. Orengo is a lawyer, probably took these guys through whatever was submitted to the registrar. Also, there's also Peter Kenneth. Peter Kenneth was rumored to be the candidate for the running mate, and also a possible candidate for the Nairobi gubernatorial race. So Peter Kenneth's presence at this meeting is also significant. Is he being considered still as a potential running mate? Because a lot of things have now changed. The third guy who was at this meeting is actually David Murathe. Anytime you see David Murathe anywhere, that is President Uhuru Kenyatta. If Uhuru Kenyatta had the ability, he would have been here. So the presence of David Murathe can be equated to the presence of President Uhuru Kenyatta. So by David Murathe being here, it means the president was here spiritually. Maybe not physically, but spiritually he was here. Then there is Emmanuel Wangwe. Emmanuel Wangwe is the majority whip at the National Assembly. So his presence is normally when there are issues to do with the parliament. So I don't know whether these guys were discussing certain bills. I'm not so sure. Then there was Fred Gumo. Fred Gumo is also turning out to be a crucial player for President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga as far as the politics of Western Kenya is concerned. The last guy who was here, in my view, is there was Orengo, Murathe, Wangwe, Raila, and Atwoli himself. But what was the objective of this meeting? Because in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. There is no way these guys could just come to Kajiado if they didn't have any objective. James Orengo is currently very busy with his gubernatorial campaigns, and I'm told he had to suspend his campaigns for today to rush to Kajiado. Raphael Tuju maybe also had other issues to attend to, so this meeting was intended to achieve specific objectives. Before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please want to take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Now, let us get back to business. What do you think were the objective of this meeting? Why do you think these gentlemen met? There's something which I noted. This team has been meeting here for a very long time. For a very long time they've been meeting. This team is the team which actually began the campaign for the Building Bridges Initiative process. And this team comprised of President Uhuru Kenyatta allies and those of Raila Odinga. But People like Charity Ngilu, Alfred Mutua, Professor Kibutha Kibwana are missing in this team. I don't know why they were never invited, because I don't want to assume that they missed. I want to assume they were never invited. Again, the representative of Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka were also not part of this team. Maybe these guys met to decide on in expanding the team. But what were the objective of this meeting? Number one, the first objective, I think Raila Odinga convened this meeting to share with this team the deal or the details of the deal he has with Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka gave President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga hard time to convince to join Azimio. As a matter of fact, if Kalonzo wanted, originally his thought was that he was going to go up to the ballot. And that's what his team pushed for. Actually, that is what his team pushed for. And the truth of the matter is that the deputy president was also praying and using other people to push Kalonzo Musyoka to run for the presidency. Because by Kalonzo Musyoka running for the presidency, it means there was no way Raila Odinga was going to get 50 plus 1%. And I'm going to do a critical analysis in my next video why now the entry of Kalonzo Musyoka is actually going to ensure Raila Odinga's first round win in August election. So I think Raila Odinga called these guys because Kenyans have been asking the details. So I think Raila Odinga called these guys and shared with them that this is the arrangement I have with Kalonzo. This is the arrangement President Uhuru Kenyatta and I have with Kalonzo. Because Kalonzo is insisting that it is a three-legged coalition where there's one Kenya Alliance leg here, there is Jubilee leg here, there is ODM leg here. So probably Raila was explaining to them that Kalonzo is coming on board. These are the terms and these are the conditions. So probably there are some members of this team who are not comfortable with those arrangements, and this is the place now to sort out some of those issues. So that was number one. Number two, I think this team are also meeting here to design campaign strategy or to review their campaign strategy. Is Raila Odinga's campaign strategy for 2022 working? If it's working, then what are the chances of improvement? And if it's not working, why is it not working? And if it's about forming a new campaign team, who should be part of that campaign team? Because remember, Raila Odinga already has a campaign team, and that campaign team is Raila Odinga's campaign secretariat, primarily consisting of Raila Odinga team. And I want to assume that this team here, the people who met at Francis Atwoli's home, actually were the people who are responsible for the appointment of that team. And now we are seeing emergence of a new secretariat, which is called Azimio Campaign Secretariat, headed by Tuju. Probably these guys meant to recommend a new team to that team. And if that team is going to be operationalized, then what about the Raila Odinga campaign team? Is it going to be disbanded, or is it also going to run parallel to this other one? So in my view, I think these guys met to discuss campaign strategy for Raila Odinga. How are they going to go to Western Kenya? How are they going to go to the mountain? What strategy are they going to use? What are the numbers they are projecting, for example, in Nyanza? What are their campaign strategies for the coastal region? In my view, this must have been discussed in this meeting. And number three, the other thing which was discussed, and this is for sure, is the emerging issues within the Azimio la Umoja movement. You know, originally, there was the Azimio la Umoja. Then Kalonzo came in with One Kenya Alliance. Then it was changed to Azimio One Kenya, which means we have new partners in Azimio. So how are these partners going to be incorporated in the campaign? Because I want to assume that President Uhuru Kenyatta, Raila Odinga, and this team they already had their plans of how they are going to approach this election. But now we have a new team. We have Kalonzo Musyoka coming on board, which means Kalonzo Musyoka coming on board, he's coming with new demands. If Kalonzo Musyoka is coming with new demands, what are the demands? And what can they accept and what can they reject? So that when Raila Odinga will go to negotiate with this team, then those those terms and conditions, some of them will be rejected and some will be accepted. So I think there are emerging issues within the Azimio movement, which these guys needed to look at. And number 4, in my view, I think they also went to review the coalition affairs, the new Azimio coalition affairs. What about the zoning? Are we going to go for the zoning? Someone like Peter Kenneth was being projected to be Raila Odinga's running mate. Is he still the right guy? There's the issue of the deed, Azimio deed of agreement or contract, which was filed at the register of political parties. Orengo probably took them through that document. So they were reviewing everything, the challenges which the coalition is facing. So in my view, all those were reviewed. And lastly, and this is the most important thing, I think these guys also looked at the running mate equation. The running mate in this election is going to determine whether the Azimio movement will become the government in the next election. That is the fact. So the choice of the running mate is going to matter a lot. And of course, thanks to President Uhuru Kenyatta, he eroded the powers of the running mate of the deputy presidency, and therefore it's not very much attractive. Someone can say, a community can say, like the Kikuyu are saying, that we had the presidency, we didn't see the benefit. The Kalenjins are saying, or rather, even those Jubilee people in Mountain are saying that William Ruto was the deputy president, but he didn't have power. So it means even if one of our own is elected as a deputy president, and he won't have powers, so that's not important. So the running mate equation is going to be very important. The numbers that a running mate can attract, the kind of funding a running mate can attract, the influence that a running mate will bring to the team. Remember, now we have the emergence of Martha Karua, the emergence of Kalonzo Musyoka. It's complete. The emergence actually complicates the running mate equations for these guys. So probably that's what they came to discuss. I don't know what you think. That's my take. And for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please, I want you to take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue. Thank you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Thank you guys, and please, may you have a good day. Bye-bye.